Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Khairil Kusumadinata. Here I will present about basic concept and structure of operating system. Next, introduce to operating system. The operation system is system software that function as an intermediary between user and computer hardware. The operating system provides basic service for computer program to run properly. Without an operating system, user cannot access the hardware directly because the operating system regulates the interaction between application, user, and hardware. The operating system also provides an interface so that the user can interact with the computer through the commands or menus provided. Examples of operating system commonly used today include Windows, Linux, Mac OS, Android, and iOS. Then we have to know what the function of the operating system is. In general, the main function of the operating system are as follow. Number one, process management. Manage process running in the system, include creating, scheduling, and terminating process. Number two, memory management. Manage the use of main memory by running process and handles memory allocation and deallocation. Number three, hardware management. Manage communication between the system and hardware such as printers, disks, keyboard, and mouse. Number four, security management. Protect data and system resources from unauthorized access. And last, user interface. Provides an interface for users to interact with the computer. Next, operating system. Objective. The operating system has several important objectives include making the computer system easier for user to use, managing computer resources efficiently, managing computer resource efficiently, providing an environment that allow application and other software to run smoothly, maintaining system security from interference or unwanted access, providing a convenient interface, both the but text-based CLI and graphical UI. With an operating system, user work can be complicated, faster, more effectively, and safely. Then types of operating system. Based on how they work, operating system can be divided into several types, namely, number one, single user. Single tasking can only be used by one user to run on process at a time. For example, MS-DOS. Number two, single user multitasking can be used by one user but is able to run several processes simultaneously, for example, Windows and Mac OS. Number 3, multi-user. Allow multiple users to use the computer simultaneously. Examples Unix or Linux. Number 4, real-time operating system RTOS, used for applications that require real-time response such as air traffic control system or industrial system. Number 5, network operating system. An operating system that specifically handles computer networks such as Windows Server or Novel Network. Next, operating system component. In general, the main component of an operating system consists of number 1, kernel is the core of the operating system that is directly connected to the hardware and provides the main service for other components. Number 2, process manager regularly the running of process in the computer system. Number 3, memory manager regulates memory usage by running process. Number 4, file system manager manages storage, organization, and file access. Number 5, device driver function as a liaison between the operating system and the hardware. Number 6, user interface, an interface that allow user to interact with the computer. Operating system structure. The operating system structures to how the operating system is organized to serve user and hardware efficiently. This structure is important because it determines how the components of the operating system interact with each other and how processes are executed. The operating system structure must be able to provide security, reliability, and efficiency. Some examples of operating system structure include monolithic system, layered system, microkernel system, modules, and hybrid system. Next, monolithic system. This is an operating system structure that consists of a single large program unit. All operating system service run in one kernel. It is an operating system structure consisting of a single large program unit. All operating system service run in one kernel. Advantage: the communication process between parts is faster. Simple implementation. Disadvantage: difficult in the development and maintenance process. If damage occurs in one part, it can affect the entire system. Example, MS-DOS operating system. Next, linear system. This structure divides the operating system into several layers, where each layer only interacts with the layer above or below it. Advantage: easier to design and maintain. Error in one layer do not directly affect the entire system. Disadvantage: the communication process between layers can be slower. Example, the operating system. Next, microkernel system. The structure separates major services such as memory management, process management, and communication between processes into a very small kernel, microkernel. Other services run outside the kernel as a server. Advantage: more secure and stable, easy to develop and modify. Disadvantage: performance can be slower because of the many communication between server. Example: QNX or Minix. Next, modules. It is a development of the monolithic system where the operating system consists of a small kernel and additional modules that can be loaded when needed. Advantage: does not burden the system if the module is not needed. Disadvantage: performance can vary depending on the module activated. Example: modern Linux. Next, hybrid system. Combination of several operating system structure model usually adopting the advantage of microkernel and monolithic system. Advantage: more flexible and efficient, stable and his high performance. Disadvantage: the design process is complex. Example: Windows NT Mac OS X. Next, conclusion. An operating system is a system software that manages computer research and provides service the computer program. Understanding the structure of an operating system is very important to know how the operating system organizes and runs process on a computer. Various types of operating system structure have their own advantage and disadvantage. So the choice of structure is adjusted to the needs and characteristics of the system to be used. By understanding the basic concept and the structure of operating system, we can better understand how computer work and can design optimal system. Thank you. That's all the presentation material on basic concept and structure of operating system. Hopefully it's useful and increase our understanding of the importance of the role of operating system in the world of computing. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.